So there's a lot of like data-driven insights that can help to craft content strategies. So Tim, what are your thoughts about that? So you have seen examples how data used to drive all of this content creation in different startups.
So I love data. I think that in data is
Okay.
gold, right? But it depends on how
Mhm.
you mine it, and it's never black and white. It's always the gray. And let's tee this up by uh, highlighting a few things that we just heard, right? One thing, Chris was talking about, levity or humor and finding that truth right away, right? Saad was talking about um, being a little bit different and making some noise there. And Julia was talking about really understanding who your audience is. So when you look at data, there's a lot of ways to do it, right? And it depends, like, when you're a startup and you're looking at different channels, it could be demo requests, it could be customer engagement and sales meeting and talking to sales. It could be your Google Analytics, right? And what the engagement is on your website. But also, if you're running ads or you're running PPC, it's about engagement on that as well. And one thing that Saad brought up was Gong, right? I mean, you could certainly do that too. Hopefully, at this stage of the game, for authenticity's sake, marketing is actually going and being with sales in customer meetings and not just listening to recordings. Because I think that putting the face, especially when you're a 20-person team, it makes a lot of sense and they want to know who they're going to do business with. But, in mining these different things, there's different ways to think about content, right? And again, it's about understanding what the problems are, right? It's about the different types of use cases that are out there as well, right? And it's about proof. Again, people want to buy from people like themselves, right? And so, if you're going and you're solving problems for other companies that are like you, you've helped eliminate some of the risk from that. You can find that out by talking to people, by having a case study, if people are reading it, if people are double tapping it, right? I want to give you a little story about something that we found out at a C-Sage startup. And it was actually a partner play. And we were working with Snowflake. And, one data point that we were really looking at was sales velocity, right? And we were really trying to uncover between marketing and sales and customer success why and what was happening because we wanted to just kill our goal, right? And believe it or not, but when we got deep into the data, we found out that there was high turnover amongst the sales team of Snowflake. And so, really, what we needed to do was go out and meet them all again. And so, we started hosting these little happy hours every 2 weeks in different parts of the country and taking our different marketing materials there and whatnot. But they weren't just sales events. They were all sort of all company events where they would come and they would meet marketing people, customer success people, salespeople. And really what they did is they got to know us. And because they got to know us in a way that was sort of no risk, they saw what we were doing. They saw the proof that we were providing, and they started recommending us to their customers more, and we ended up doubling our sales, right? And so, there's a lot of ways to find it out, but always with a bunch of investigation.